Oh my goodness, no. I knew I forgot about something. I knew I forgot about something, and because of the delay I can't see it on my screen view. Because I'm only using a sing. Holy fuck, I'm sorry guys. I'm really sorry guys. I'm sorry comrades. I'm really sorry, but it's a boomer moment here. It's a certified guile moment right here. So I'm really sorry for that. But anyway, it seems like the interceptor from Mr. Yudi is gonna be going for the little transport belonging to Tagada, who's gonna go and try to use his own interceptor to go and shoot down the enemy one. And it seems like the transport is actually gonna stay alive. Meaning that the expansion slots for Tagada are gonna get secured just fine. He's gonna go and drop all of his 6 engineers here, rush the Hydro, and then go for the another no, never mind. Here comes the T1 bomber from Mr. Yudi. It's gonna go and drop the bombs. The engineers are no. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, ladies and gentlemen. 5 engineers dead in a single bombing run. And yeah, sorry guys, I can see the chat now, but the delay is just... Yes, not like this, not like this, rare. The bomber belonging to Sladow is unfortunately gonna get shot down by the interceptors belonging to... Yeah, you can see the match now, but yet again I'm sorry for that. I was busy talking about the upcoming tournament because it's gonna be a really big one and a nice one. But I forgot to change the scene so you couldn't even see the players expanding or anything. Exactly, it's a clown life out here on FAF Live. It happens. Like I said, I am the emergency caster because no one else was available. Anyway, we already have one of the players going for the early T2 tech transition, but who was it? It's not Yudi. Is it SpikeyNoob? No, it's not Spikey. It's actually gonna be the top team. And which one is that? Who was going for the T2 Lanti upgrade? Wait, did I see it? Yes, someone went for the T2 land upgrade, but where is the HQ? Where is it? Who the hell is going for it? Am I blind? Am I what? Oh boy, I think I'm just getting too old for this. Anyway, a nice 5-tank drop coming up from Mr. Tagada. Unfortunately, the north expansion is already secured firmly by Mr. Yudi. We can see 4 factories already producing T1 units, not to mention all of the tanks already going for the engineers belonging to Mr. Tagada. The shots are being fired as the 4 little strikers belonging to Tagada are gonna get erased from existence. And after they die, it's gonna be the engineers. It seems like this expansion is no longer gonna be contested, as Mr. Tagada have not enough units to go and fight about that. Now, it seems like the action is actually gonna be happening in the middle, as not only we can see units coming up from Mr. Tagada, but also his ACU moving towards the middle of the map. As that's where they're gonna go and try to contest this little Hydro, which right now is firmly in the hands of Mr. Yudi. And yes, this is 20 by 20. That's why it is called Huge Open Wonder and not Open Wonder. Because it's a big map. We have some tanks being closed by Mr. Yuri, so Mr. Tagada might actually be capable of simply walking over this little... Okay, we have a T3 HQ upgrade being made by someone. But who is the madman who's already on the T3 upgrade? Is it Yuri? Or is it Tagada? Okay, this is the T2 land HQ upgrade for Yuri. It's Spiky Boy. Oh boy. It's actually Spiky coming out of the eerily, very eerily T3 land HQ upgrade. But looking at his mass income, I'm not sure if he's actually capable of... No, never mind, this is just nothing but a small energy stall. Meaning that after he manages to finish off his first T2 pigeon, he should be back on the track to get this T3 HQ up and running. As for the economy, for now it seems like the UD is the one firmly ahead with 110 mass per second. Right after him is both Tagada and Sladow, both coming at around 75 mass per tick. And then finally SpikeyNoob, being the last one on the Echo game, but the Echo game might be behind. But he's the dude who's actually going for the eerily T3 rush. He's gonna be going for the Titan and Gorilla tactics. Meanwhile, on the middle we can see Mr. Tagada getting the gun upgrade on his own ACU. As it seems like he's not gonna be risking pushing in with his units alone. After all, we can see that this base here is already quite big. There is a lot of build power here. Also some T1 PDs. We can see 3 already erected and there is the 4th one being built. Meaning that this base is actually gonna be a hard nut to crack. The ACU belonging to Tagada is actually under fire, but the gun upgrade have been finished. Meaning that this little T1 force is gonna be nothing else but a mass donation. A mass donation to go and power the beautiful army of Mr. Tagada, who's now, with the Guncom ready, gonna keep on pushing forward. But Yuri, not that much behind, already going for his own gun upgrade, meaning that both of the ACUs are gonna go and duke it out here in the middle. Meanwhile, on the other side of the battlefield, we have Mr. Sladow surely and slowly encircling this little base belonging to Mr. SpikeyNoob. And this is a very important expansion for him, because the moment he loses this, if he loses the foothold here, it means that he loses everything here on this position. All of these mexes are gonna belong to Sladow. We can already see a small drop happening. Okay, never mind, this is just some tanks being dropped, but there is actually a T3 RHQ being built by someone. I don't think this is Spiky, because Spiky is rushing the T3 land HQ. So I think that this is gonna be Tagada pushing it. No, Tagada is still on the T2 RHQ. God damn it, this map is way too big. Anyway, let's go back to the big action, because that's where the stuff is. As we can see, Tagada is not making that much progress in dealing with this little forward base belonging to UD. There's just way too much build power, not to mention the ACU belonging to UD is also here. Just look at this manly pink ACU, walking in a beautiful steady stride towards the battlefield, where it can actually go for some shooty action. But it seems like Yuri is actually having some trouble on the north expansion, because we can see as Mr. Tagada is actually pushing it from 2 sides at the same time. And with Yuri actually having to go and oh no, never mind, it seems like this might be a little bit of a mismarker coming out from Tagada, as his ACU is coming under heavy fire from the T1 tanks belonging to UD, and also the enemy ACU. But worry not, a bunch of T1 tanks, the MAA-1 strikers, are here to go and support the ACU, and as such, the army belonging to UD will have to now go and start falling back, as the units are all intermingling, and UD is now moving back as the T2 gunships are already in the field. We can see them taking fire, the pot shots at the ACU belonging. We can see the reactive armor on the ACU belonging to UD. sparkling away as the Gatling guns on the Stingers are firing away, pounding heavily at the ACU as it drops down to only 8000 HP. Not to mention, there is a lot of interceptors in the field, and all of them belong to the Mr. Tagada, and it seems like not even SpikeyNoob is gonna be capable of dealing with them, because let's go and take a quick look at the amount of 12 interceptors for Mr. SpikeyNoob. Meanwhile, Mr. Tagada have over 20 of them, but it seems like he's oh my Tagada, no, run away! Goodbye, sweet prince. Goodbye. It was nice knowing you, but leaving your AC on the front line unattended is a mistake for which you have paid with your life, meaning that the game is actually swinging back in the favor of the bottom team. So even though no, Sladow, come on mate, you still had a chance to go and win this. You still had a chance to go and play that. You had more economy. You had the tactical advantage of the technology, and yet you just give up like that. Oh well, I guess the morale in the Squall team is not the highest. It is not the highest, as the game goes in the favor of Team Creative Name 11. GG, well played, and back to the lobby scene.